gang, in this video I'll be building the counter application within 10 minutes. I even don't know React.js, I learned React.js and also I build counter application within 10 minutes. See how I learn React.js in 10 minutes and also build count based application. And there are so many projects coming up while I'm building, I'm recording the videos, I'll be providing you the code and also that's it. And if you love this video, make sure that bell and subscribe to the channel. Let's move on to the coding part. Hey guys, in this video we'll be learning about React.js. Okay, first and foremost let's learn what is React.js. Let's divide React.js into two equal words like this. And first what you see is actually React, that means reacts fastly. And second thing that you see is actually JS, right? JS are the thing that is like a small word of JavaScript. That's it. That is two things together we'll call it React.js. Let's actually divide this into two equal words like React and JS. Okay, and that's pretty much about React.js. Okay, let's go ahead and discuss about a little bit detail about React.js, and let's actually see something like this. And the picture that you see is actually React.js. React.js is built by Facebook, guys, and that was developed in 2011 and it was maintained by Facebook, guys. Okay, and that's actually the thing about it. And right now the version of the latest version of React.js is actually 18. And let's actually think about the React.js is why that much is popular is actually it's fast, a little bit fast in anything. Okay, it's a little bit fast, okay, than anything. It's even it fast in web and even it fast in the React.js is the most popular in web. Okay, that is built by Facebook, and so many applications using like this one, like so many applications uses React.js. And I'm introducing my company, and if you love my company, you make sure go ahead and see all of the things, and this will provide this support to this all the programming languages. If you love, you can purchase this programming languages in Udemy. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, link in the description, you can go ahead and purchase there. And this is the React.js docs, we will call it, and you can go to this reactjs.org to visit this place. Okay, and you can see the two things, right? Literally React is used for JavaScript library building user interfaces, and that is it. That's pretty much it. User interfaces is like a front end you see in the web, and these three things is actually main thing. That's why React.js is so much popular. You can build iOS, Android and web applications. Okay, that's why it's so much popular. And next thing we have to think about is actually you have to learn up to here. Go into this documentation and go into this documentation, learn it out, and if you have a time you can learn up to last one and just try to run all these applications and everything. That's it required. And next thing you have to open up is actually rebel.it, and then it's actually editor which is used to write code online, and that's it. Okay, that's about this. This is the link about React. That means rebel.it. We will be writing every single code using this browser. Okay, literally that's it. And you have to click on login right now to log in, and I actually log in it. Okay, and right now we have to select this one of that. Okay, literally this is called the interface that you see. Everything that you see is actual interface, and hit on the new repair and select this React.js like this, and then select this anyone and give the name, and then I will be giving you 3 seconds to do that. Okay, yes, and hit on this create repo. You can do that. Yeah, guys. And what you have is actually this is like settings that you can choose like that, and you can even select everything. But don't worry about that because this time is not at all required, because when the time comes you will be have to learn about it. But right now it doesn't matter what you see. Okay, if you wanted to read some of that one, you can use this MD. Okay, literally I love this one and I just wanted to do that. Okay, okay. Let's move into this. There are so many files, but don't worry and delete everything inside of the source, because we have to worry about only the source. I'm deleting everything. Okay, I'm just deleting, and only I put is actually index.js. Okay, index.js. I wanted to delete everything, and I want to delete the store do things, because that's it. That is called it like a thing that is required for us, and we have to create the app.js file, and inside of it I wanted to paste that one. Okay, I want to paste, and I wanted to write like this, and that's it. I wanted to create a function like arrow function const app that is equals to parentheses. That is actually I wanted to do like that, and I want to export default the app. That's it. And what I'm doing is actually I'm just importing the app. I'm just printing that app. Where is the root? Root is actually somewhere. Everything that you write in the code is actually that will be inside of the Vue. That's it. That's all about it. And if you think about it, that's really easy. Okay, and if I hit run, it automatically gonna run for us, and I will be opening inside of the new tab, and there you see and I will be opening inside of the new tab, and see, there you go, I will be opening it. and that's pretty much it. And that doesn't show anything because we are not done anything. And we'll be writing like this, and we'll be writing h1, we'll be writing h1 inside of it hello world. That's it. That will be shown by this is not called HTML, this is called JSX. And because it shows the error, why the heck it shows the error? Because we are not importing the app, right? We are not at all importing the app. We have to import the app, right? I'm just importing the app right now. Let's import the app. I'm putting that error one because I forgot about that. I did repeat dot slash, and right now it shows the hello world. That's pretty much it. And whatever right, it should be like connection, just like connection. Okay, think about it. And like for example, this is like another one because this will be really helpful to you. You have to understand. This is like another code editor. I will be introducing you. I will be deleting everything. I will be putting this same code which I have written like this. I'll just copying it both of them. I'll be putting it just. I'll replacing the code in here. That's pretty much it, and that's all. And it shows the hello world, and that's it, right? I'll be opening on the new tab. And that's pretty much it. Because what I have did is actually because every time that you say inside of it here, it should be like literally you should have to be a nice familiarity with the coding. That is my goal. If you think about it, it's actually what we are building is actually like counter based application, right? Let's see what it looks like. Okay, let's actually take this is inside of middle. We have value and we have minus and plus buttons. And if I hit plus button, it says it increases the value. If I hit another plus, it increases like this. Okay, if I hit minus, it decreases the value. That's all about the a little bit like that. And inside of it, we should have welcome to the counter application, should like that. And in second line, we have something like this, and we should be providing HR. That means a line. HR is nothing but a line, and we should be wrap it in like this because everything should be one counter base. Okay, like that. And actually what we will have to do is actually we'll be thinking about spaces key, num space, that is I'm researching, and that will be I'll be centering, right? That's I'm doing over. Okay, and we are not doing centering, that's why it looks like that. And that's pretty much it. We should have two buttons, right? We'll be adding two buttons right now, like first button, and yeah, we'll be adding buttons is that button, and we'll be adding plus button, and we'll be adding minus button, and that's it like that. And we have plus and minus button right now, and we'll be adding a span that will be makes space between two buttons. Have a nice idea about that, right? Yes, literally like that. And right now we have a space, right? Literally you can see that. And what I want is actually I wanted to add the functionality. We have a nice structure right now. We have that functionality right now. Okay, let's add it. Span like that. What will is actually will be count is to zero, which just shows the value of that one. Okay, that's pretty much it. And if I hit minus, and we have to put that p tag, right? That will be breaks into the new line. That's all it is. I removed the HR because I don't love it. Okay, and that's it. That's all about it. And if you just see here variable, right now we'll be adding a variable to minus and subtract that one. Okay, let's just say use state. That means we'll be using the state, one of the library of React.js. Okay, let's say const. We done. I think I forgot it how to use the const. Okay, let's see. Const a little bit for brackets, and that is equals to use state, and inside of it we will be putting the default value, that is 0, right? And what we'll be saying is actually yes, we will put the count inside of this one, and second thing should be set count, and set count should be like that. Okay? And what we'll be saying is actually we'll be changing that value to count, and you can see that is differentiate. That means you can see, right? Literally that's on click. I wanted to add a little bit arrow functions inside of that. I want to say set count. Inside of it I wanted to add count value plus 1, count value plus 1, because I wanted to add a value, but I wanted to be make sure that is actually not number, because why? I wanted it should be only set it's actually count, right? It's not a set count. Okay, we have to refresh it, and that's pretty much it. You can see plus minus and you can box, it works. Okay, and that's it. And if I just copy it, and if I just paste it, and if I just replace that symbol, and that's actually works even for the minus also, right? It works for plus and it works with minus. And if we just say like this, and let's add the reset button right now. How to add the reset button? Let's actually add that one another time, another button, just put it there, not like that and like that. And let's actually do that, and that count should be if I click on the reset, it should do set count of 0. This will become an error, because why? Because we are not doing the correct way, because we have to add a arrow functions, and then inside of it we have to say set count. Let's do this another time. Let's actually like that, and set count inside of the arrow function. So let's set count of 0. That's it. If I click on that, it should add that, it should make that count 0. That's pretty much it, and that's pretty much it. We're done with everything. And I will change the name to reset because the name is a little bit another thing. Okay, that's pretty much about this tutorial. Let's catch up.